The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
Hi, friends, and a most pleasant good morning to you. Welcome into the Delaware Hockey Network. Philadelphia Little Flyers, Delaware Blue Hens, about to square off in preseason action from Fred Rust Arena. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications broadcast booth here at Fred Rust Arena. And without further ado, we're going to go right in to the Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups. Let's head inside the glass right now. Fans, good morning and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. For this morning's preseason game between the visiting Philadelphia Little Flyers and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet the starting lineups for today's preseason game. For the visiting Philadelphia Little Flyers, coached by Mark Catron and Anthony LaRusso. Starting in goal, number 30, Ronnie Petrucci. On defense, number 2, Andrew Henry. And number 9, Jack Costabile. At forward, number 22, Nick Hussa. Number 24, Christo Walker. And number 77, Saber Colber. And now the starting lineup for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, from Meadowbrook, Pennsylvania, number 35, Jacob Snellenberg. On defense, from Ringwood, New Jersey, number 12, Shane Straubinger. And from Wilmington, Delaware, number 20, Ivan Sidoriak. At forward, from Ridgeway, Ontario, number 7, Nathan Reichel. From Kenilworth, New Jersey, number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. And from Neenah, Wisconsin, Foundry City, number 37, the Iron Man, Cody Diaz. Your Blue Hens are coached by Todd Middlemeyer, Jason Bange, and Eric Sturren. The on-ice officials for this morning's game are Brent Kendall and Will Fannin. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice, as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. And we're off. Delaware in their home white sweaters traveling left to right here in opening period play. Philadelphia clad in their away blacks, giving up a 2-on-1 and a quick shot from Rodriguez to get things started. And a save by Petrucci, denying him from up close just 23 seconds in. Faceoff came to Petrucci's right. This nearly cleared, but Reichel keeps it in off his backhand. Hussa takes the puck away, races into traffic. He's stood up by Straubinger at the Delaware blue line. Sidoriak recovers the loose puck, chips it off the near glass. Icing waved off by the Nova Scotian Brent Kendall, native of Cape Breton, who now calls Baltimore home. His partner in the stripes today, Will Fannin, a pair of accomplished officials. Both of whom having worked at the collegiate and minor pro level for a good while. Diaz gives the puck away to Colbert. Dumped in, recovered by Donor behind the Delaware goal. Smith feeds the puck across to Will Gould. Headman pass in the neutral zone. Justin Smith cross ice feed. He tried to set up Dominic Guido coming through the mid slot, but the puck sails in the far corner. Guido couldn't set up Smith high in the zone. Puck rolls back to Daniel Berg, waiting in neutral territory. He puts on the brakes. Donor, back to Berg it comes. Headman feed. Trevor Early gains the zone, but he's outmanned. He gets the shot away from the top of the right circle. Kicked aside by Petrucci, and the follow-up chance from the opposite side of Jefferson Loose ends up in Petrucci's glove for a pause in play with 18:15 to go in the first period. Now you're getting a little bit of the in-arena audio on your feed here. We're working on correcting those issues, but we appreciate you bearing with us. Here is preseason action, is preseason just as much for us. Getting everything squared away from an operational standpoint just the same. So we absolutely appreciate your patience as we get everything ironed out and game ready here just the same, as both of these teams are getting game ready for their respective ACHA and EHL seasons. And to have Blue Hens fans and Little Flyers fans and families and followers alike joining us today makes it all the more special from my perspective, since we'll all be spending the next season together, both here at Fred Rust Arena and at Premier Orthopedics Iceworks as well. Puck out of play gives us a pause in action.
And back to center we go.
Clock showing 17:23 here in opening period play of a 0-0 game, as we work on getting our issues ironed out. Heitzhaus could not feed to Infanger. Puck intercepted by Walker. Played up the right wing boards ahead to Nick Hussa. Race on for the puck behind the Delaware goal. The back-checking Ivan Sidoriak got there a good 3/4 of a step quicker, but the Infanger feed intended for Heitzhaus missed his man, recovered by Costabile at the Philadelphia blue line. Tipped on by Hussa back behind the Delaware goal. Hens, 3.5 minutes in with 4 shots registered on Ronnie Petrucci so far. Only one that you can really argue is A grade. The other is more or less textbook. Easy saves for Ronnie, who last year was a solid backup man to Lewis Finnegan for the Little Flyers. This play offside. Off the offside pass, it comes back into the Philadelphia zone. Andrew Henry, in workmanlike fashion, gets this pass. Donor, after gaining red, made enough ground on his feet to negate any potential for icing. Diaz, stretch pass to Rodriguez, leading to a 2-on-2 the other way. The reaching stick of Andrew Henry knocks the puck out of Rodriguez's control. He gets it back. Cross-ice feed. Donor bobbled at the right dot. Reichel. Up high it comes. Shot from Will Gould. Blocked down in traffic. The follow-up from Diaz. Sticked away by Petrucci. For save number 5. And the first Philadelphia shot of the day is stymied by Snell. We still try to assess what we've got on the audio front. And the first goal of the game goes to Philadelphia. We'll see it again. Still try to on the Delaware Sports Medicine instant replay. Coming 4:57 into the first period, and we'll actually have to look at that again. As our view was a bit obscured. So as Petrucci makes a stick save, we'll see it here this time. Hard work in front from Reed Ludwig. Off the centering pass from Ryan Roscoe. To give the Little Flyers the first goal of the game. Philadelphia goal. First of the preseason. Scored by number 8, Reed Ludwig. Assisted by number 6, Ryan Roscoe. Time of the goal, 4 minutes, 57 seconds in the first period. Ludwig from Roscoe at 4:57. Berg flips the puck across to Ethan Ranger. who re-enters the Philadelphia zone. Delaware has outshot Philadelphia 6-3. But Ludwig with the first tally. That shot from Colbert sailed quite wide. Pile up for the puck in the far corner of the Delaware zone. Philadelphia maintains this shot from Brady Burke, handled by Snellenberg for a pause in play at the 6:23 mark of open. And caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Long and Greenberg will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-LONG to schedule a free consultation. That's 302-466-LONG, or visit them on Main Street in Odessa, Delaware, or online at injuryde.com. The Law Office of Long and Greenberg, proud presenting partners of the Delaware Hockey Network here on the 412. Heitzhaus dropped past to Keller, give and go in the corner. Heitzhaus kept wide on his way back up the boards by Johnny Lee, former Salesianum forward. Louis Ruel, wearing number 27 today in lieu of his usual number 14 from Latu, Quebec. Couldn't make anything happen down low. This puck swatted free by Henry. Sidoriak waits. Infanger was still offside, so Sidoriak kind of caught dead in his tracks just above the blue line. Now the Hens enter. Diaz failed centering pass to Reichel. That puck intercepted by Ian McClatchy, but not cleared. Rodriguez to Reichel, walking through traffic on his backhand, puts one on the doorstep. This shot from a falling Cody Diaz was wristed wide. We're 8 minutes into a 1-0 hockey game. Philadelphia with the advantage over Delaware here in these early stages. Reichel with the toe drag stayed on side as Diaz entered up the near boards. Cross ice feeds Straubinger to Rodriguez, working down low. He feeds it high to Sidoriak off his boot. He couldn't control the puck. McClatchy took it away and sent it up ice, where Shane Straubinger, under the pressure from the forechecking Connor Gluck, barely won the race back to the puck for the Hens. 8.5 minutes in to this first of 3 preseason contests for the Blue Hens. They'll do it again tomorrow at the Philadelphia Hockey Club's home ice, the Hollydale Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. Our videographer Sydney Butler making the trip with us. Glad to have Sydney back on board with us this season as part of our ever-expanding crew. A couple quick shots, a couple quick saves by Petrucci. And there were coincidental minors at the whistle 9 minutes in to the first period, so we'll have that information available for you momentarily once we get word from downstairs as to what went. We know Ludwig was off for hooking. We've got some new off-ice officials on the job. Please set the game clock to 10:54. So hooking for Ludwig, slashing for Smith. The pair of coincidental minors. at the 9-minute mark. In the first period, so we're 4-on-4 for the next minute 47. After that net front skirmish in front of the Philadelphia cage. Philadelphia penalty assessed to number 8, Reed Ludwig, 2 minutes for hooking. Delaware penalty assessed to number 10, Justin Smith, 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the coincidental minors, 9 minutes even in the first period. Ludwig 2 for hooking, Smith 2 for slashing at 9 minutes. So 4 aside as we hit halfway in the first period. That'll really benefit the Blue Hens. They're used to this open ice, much more so than the Little Flyers. We're delighted to have the University of Delaware women's ACHA team on our programming again this season for no fewer than 13 home games as they celebrate their 20th year of existence. The team, and also in some cases the players. Berg waits, overshoots Meckel on the breakout pass. Costabile nearly bobbled the puck though at the Philadelphia blue line. Nearly opened the door for Meckel to keep the play going, but ultimately to no avail. Here comes Costabile back in, loose caught up to him and disrupted his shot from the left dot. And the rebound chance goes in for the Little Flyers to get a second. Look to be Johnny Lee as we watch this again. Delaware Sports Medicine replay shows Johnny Lee getting his first off a centering pass from Ryan Roscoe. That's a second assist for him on the morning, making this 2-0 Philadelphia. Philadelphia goal, his first of the preseason. Scored by number 28, Johnny Lee. Assisted by number 6, Ryan Roscoe, and number 9, Jack Costabile. Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 3 seconds in the first period. Lee from Roscoe and Costabile at 11:03. Infanger in for the draw. And he wins it across from Ludwig. Long shot from Mark into traffic. Mark clears, but beyond Rodriguez's reach. This puck is volleyed back off the near glass by A.J. Basic. Brought down by McClatchy. Headman through traffic. Walked in by Ludwig, but he's stonewalled by Mark at the tops of the circles. Diaz corrals the puck. Reichel heads a 2-on-2 drop pass to Keller trailing the play. He gets one through traffic. This whistle dead by Brent Kendall as Petrucci makes the save with 7:47 to go in opening period play. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Stick save by Petrucci off the Diaz face-off win. that the 10th Delaware shot to this point. Straubinger from long range was blocked. Reichel follow-up glove save by Petrucci. That's worth another look for sure. Here's the Delaware Sports Medicine instant replay. First shot, blocked down. Reichel picks up the loose puck, brings it back to the wall, takes a chance from long range, and reaching up for the glove save, Ronnie Petrucci, 11 for 11 in the stop department. That blocked off the following faceoff, and Sidoriak is back to his own line to recover. Rodriguez to Diaz. Dishes it away to Nathan Reichel. The Ontarian tries again, but again the last word belongs to Petrucci. Delaware from Fred Rust Arena. Early absorbed the check, kept the puck in, thanks to Donor working the left point. He and Will Gould. This defensive tandem, and Will Gould up the near side. Retreats deep into his own zone to recover. Breakout pass finds Early, touch pass to Smith, the Floridian. Losing his footing high in the zone, pressured by Denise, got a shot away, but it was wide of the far post by a good couple feet. Guido couldn't set up a secondary chance, puck intercepted by Christo Walker. Denise up the left wing boards, takes a Gould check, dumping the puck in from just over the Delaware blue line. Race forward in the near corner, Donor recovers. Gould let one rip from right in front of his own bench, tipped by Meckel behind the Philadelphia goal. Hens change with 6:10 to go in the opening period. Philadelphia with a 2-0 lead. Luke Dosen hits an open ice check on Finley to separate him from the puck just shy of the Delaware line. Hens recover, but only are able to get the puck through neutral territory before Costabile takes it back for the Flyers. Berg in his own zone to Luce up the left side. Ranger couldn't set up Dosen, cutting through the middle. Loose the other way, stands up Denise, trying to work back into Delaware territory. Puck held in by Aiden Denise before the Hens could clear. Denise with some fancy footwork gets tripped up by Jay Luce, heading toward the cage. Down Infanger, Keller, Heitzhaus, and Mark on to start this penalty kill for the Hens. Delaware penalty assessed to number 24, Jay Luce. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 26 seconds in the first period. Luce, 2 for hooking at 14:26. The Costabile shot right into Snellenberg's pads. Henry gloves the puck down at center point. Works it to his right where Burke gets it low. Cross ice set up from Walker. Inside the dots didn't materialize, and the Hens are able to clear with 4:42 to go in the opening period and a 2-0 deficit behind the Philadelphia Little Flyers. Todd Mittelmeyer trying to figure out line combinations. Who works well with whom? Yes, we still say whom in these parts. And a half dozen of new players on this team trying to find their place in the system. 35 seconds to go on the loose hooking minor. Burke leads this rush of the Flyers power play. Drop pass to Henry. He's been on from the start. He let a cannon go from center point, but it missed the near post by 2 feet. Rang off the backboard. Sidoriak controls the puck now. Skates a tight circle to try to draw Colbert out of position before letting it go up the near wall. Petrucci out of the crease. Steadies the puck. Reichel offering pressure. Burke leaves this for Andrew Henry as the final seconds of the loose penalty tick away. Final 200 seconds of the first period. This is Ludwig. Ludwig kept wide by the reaching stick of Sidoriak coming into the dots. Sidoriak emerges with the puck. Swats it ahead to Guido. And as he fell trying to play the puck in, an offside Ryan Rodriguez brings us to it. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont. Open Monday through Saturday, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. And with the false start off the face-off, we were able to get that entire ad read nearly in. Petrucci with a baker's dozen worth of saves. As another gathering of players post-whistle develops in the low slot. Face-off comes to the far side now. Another false start. Guido and Gluck take the draw, 2:48 to go in opening period play. Roscoe tips the puck behind his own cage. Big check laid on Basic in the near corner by Gould. And that's going to draw the ire of Will Fannin. Gould's going to come off. Quick shot right off the draw went awry. Early gains the puck from Hussa but cannot clear. Delaware penalty, assessed to number 9, Will Gould. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes, 25 seconds in the first period. Gould, 2 for roughing at 17:25. Hussa walks the line. He tries to crash the net, can't jam one past Snellenberg, and the rebound chance is ruled no goal. We'll see that again right now on the Delaware Sports Medicine replay. Here's Hussa moving in. It appeared as we slowed the tape down that Colbert batted the rebound down out of the air with his glove. That's ruled a hand pass as he played the puck immediately. And the faceoff's going to come outside the Delaware blue line as a result. So Philadelphia forced to regroup the old-fashioned way. Here comes Henry in up the left side, pinched by Berg to the near wall. The dump and chase effective for Andrew Henry. Now he's got some help in this battle as Colbert joins the fray. Daniel Berg tries to muscle through traffic, can't emerge with the puck. The Hens do clear, though, after a little bit more hard work from the Angelino Daniel Berg. Costabile, cross-ice feed in the neutral zone, bounced off the stick of Nick Hussa. wearing the number 22 that usually belongs to Logan Downs, out of the lineup today, as Philadelphia fielding a mix of EHL and EHL Premier players for this preseason tilt. Final 65 seconds of the first period as Dosen tries to kill time in the Philly zone. 1 minute remaining of the period. 1 minute. Final 20 on this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Flyers looking to get a third before they head to the dressing room. Costabile puts on the brakes after gaining the zone. Race for a loose puck. Smith shovels it off his backhand beyond Denise's reach. It chips off the back glass behind Petrucci, who's 13 for 13 in the save department. Hens back to full strength. Half minute to go in opening period play. Bassett starts it up. Christo Walker headmans the puck to Denise. He ricochets it off the near boards. It rolls behind the Delaware goal where Mark backhands it up the far side. More space there. Louis Ruel sets up Infanger leading a 2-on-1. His shot was rushed and wide. Keller just holds the zone, but under pressure near corner from Denise. Couldn't set anything up meaningful to get a last second chance together. Final seconds of the first period tick away. And that will do it as the horn sounds for the first 20 minutes of action. The score through one period, Philadelphia Little Flyers 2, Delaware Blue Hens 0. We'll be back on the DHN after the first period. There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more. Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg here on the 412. Glad to have all of you with us, be you Blue Hens fans or Little Flyers fans, regardless of what side you're on the red line. What side of the red line you're on, let's get our modifiers in the right places. Delighted to have you with us here on this Saturday morning. James Witherite flying solo on the airwaves today. Sydney Butler, our videographer, for this first of 3 preseason Delaware Blue Hens games as the men's Division I team prepares for their 2023-2024 ACHA season, and as the Little Flyers prepare to defend their Eastern Hockey League South Division Championship as the 4 seed. They upended Adam Hooley's New Jersey 87s to take top billing in the Eastern Hockey League South Division and end up in the EHL Frozen Finals in Providence. If you're just joining us, Philadelphia moving left to right in their away black sweaters, orange trim. Delaware moving right to left in their home whites. The cross-ice pass from Walker out of the zone was intended for Kolber, blocked by the skate of Sidoriak. Doshin follows after his net front feed to Diaz was intercepted. Doshin to the point, and Berg. This caromed behind the net to the near corner where Sidoriak leaves the puck to Tanner Mahoney. Western Pennsylvania native from Venetia, Pennsylvania, same hometown as recent Blue Hen alumni Ryan Luppy. Berg hassled behind his own goal by the forechecking Ian Finley, who was a late season call-up from the Premier team to the EHL squad last year for Philadelphia, developing into a sound 200-foot player. Finley protects the left point. He gives the puck away to Tommy Tracy from Team Maryland. Rather, that was Tanner Mahoney. The 26 briefly looked like a 28 from our vantage point. Berg couldn't set up Mahoney cleanly in the slot. He was outmanned by a pair of Philadelphia players. Guido to Early, slap shot from the right point, bounces off the backboards. Early's off for a change, fresh legs on for Delaware. Meanwhile, the pressure continues from Mahoney, but pushing through Johnny Lee drives play back to center. Mahoney now to Tracy, product of Team Maryland, Josh Fusco, running the show there for the past few years. So for you Little Flyers fans, Tommy Tracy, a frequent sight when Team Maryland came to Premier Orthopedics Iceworks. Now he's with the Delaware Blue Hens and suiting up for his first season under Todd Mittelmeyer. Trying to catch Philly in the midst of a change. Tracy finds Meckel. Drop pass, Tracy, headman feed, sailed past Smith net front. Puck ends up in the near corner, and the Philadelphia net is dislodged. Petrucci regathers his wares, and we'll see what shakes out here. 3:12 into the second period. Looks like a whole lot of nothing both ways. And the faceoff will be spotted, we believe, to the left of Ronnie Petrucci, who was absolutely perfect in first period play. We stand corrected. The faceoff comes to the near side. Keller from the point gets a shot through. It looked like it was wide of the post. Petrucci squares up for it. Meckel and Ludwig off the draw. Keller from the point. Petrucci covers up. Another solid Ronnie Petrucci save as he scrambles for the cover off the rebound. We'll give him the satisfaction of another Delaware Sports Medicine replay. Ronnie Petrucci has been an absolute brick wall for the Little Flyers so far today as Meckel and Ludwig meet again to Petrucci's right. Keller holds the left point, throws one into traffic again. That one tipped to the near wall and nearly cleared out by Ian McClatchy. McClatchy couldn't receive the cross ice feed from Gluck coming back across the neutral zone. Here's Smith the other way. His shot from 30 feet was tipped offline by the back checking Jack Costabile, and Petrucci freezes again. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com today to schedule your first cleaning. 16 and change to go in the second period. First period goals for Philadelphia from Reed Ludwig and Johnny Lee. And the Blue Hens are still looking for their first. Not for lack of opportunities, but more so for lack of quality opportunities, as Ronnie Petrucci's been a beast between the pipes for Philadelphia. Hens work back up ice. Louis Ruel, the Québécois, fed to Heightshouse, the Buffalonian, but their advance up the left wing boards ultimately was all for naught. Straubinger got a stick in on Walker and brought him down, and Will Fannon's arm popped up almost immediately. Delaware back to the Delaware Trash Can Cleaning penalty kill. 2 for 2 in the PK so far tonight. Straubinger going at 4:39 in the second period for a hook. So Hens will have to go with one of their top defensemen out of action for the next minute and 46 seconds as Doshin and Petrucci collide net front, and Will Fannin blows play dead. Everybody back in position, good to go. Ronnie's none the worse for wear, and the faceoff will take place to his left as Walker and Diaz line up. Delaware penalty, assessed to number 12, Shane Straubinger. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 39 seconds in the second period. Straubinger 2 for hooking at 4:39. And a rocket of a shot by Brady Burke. He let one rip from 40 feet. Snellenberg hangs on, nobody around for the rebound. But the Little Flyers, up a man for the next 89 seconds, do gain an attacking zone faceoff and momentum back in their favor. Another long shot, turned aside by Snellenberg. Puck remains just inside the line in front of the Philadelphia bench. It was held in by Costabile. Another Snellenberg save after play advanced deeper into the zone. Costabile couldn't hold this time with a reaching stick. Andrew Henry drawn back to his own line. The headman to Burke will be whistled back offside. You never know what that Fred Rust Arena organist is going to play, do you? And here comes Ryan Rodriguez up the left side, tried to get a shot away. Oh my goodness gracious, here we go. And all absolute hell is breaking loose in the Philadelphia zone as the contact continued well after the whistle. Brent Kendall and Will Fannin with their hands full on this one as everybody's got a dance partner. Hey boys, it's preseason after all. Early and Gould. Henry and Burke. And Denise is going to go too. We're going to be here a while, friends. As Brent Kendall and Will Fannin, by way of the off-ice officials, will give us the whole story eventually. There's a new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers web and graphic design, social media consultation, public relations, writing and editing services, multimedia solutions, and so much more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build lasting relationships with your clientele, whether you're on the East Coast or the West Coast. Let's have a cup of coffee and collaborate. 412 Communications, building bridges between brands and the people they serve. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Long & Greenberg will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Looking at the upcoming preseason schedule for the Delaware Blue Hens men's Division I team, Sunday, September 10th. That's tomorrow. They travel to Hollydale, where they take on the Philadelphia Hockey Club, 2:30 p.m. airtime. A week from Sunday, they're back here at Fred Rust Arena, taking on the New Jersey Titans, 6:15 airtime for that third and final preseason game. Get here if you can, but otherwise, the Delaware Hockey Network will bring you these two preseason Delaware men's Division I games right where you're at right now on the 412. Looks like it's going to be Denise, the offsetting player. Minors all around, it appears. We'll get the word from Erica Schultz momentarily. Early and Gould getting misconducts for prolonging the initial altercation. And we're waiting for the Philadelphia side of the ledger now. We are 4-on-4 for the resumption of play. And back we go, with Aiden Denise being the main culprit that started it all with a roughing minor and then a bunch of 10-minute misconducts around it. Philadelphia penalty assessed to number 11, Aiden Denise. 2 minutes for roughing. Number 2, Andrew Henry, a 10-minute misconduct. Number 5, Brady Burke, a 10-minute misconduct. Delaware penalties. Number 8, Trevor Early, and 9, Will Gould. Both with 10-minute misconducts. These penalties all at 6:06 in the second period. Denise, 2 for roughing. Misconducts for Henry, Burke, Early, and Gould, all at 6:06. And after 3 successful Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kills, the Delaware Blue Hens, for the first time this season, are on the Carl Dubé Jewelers power play. The Dubé name has been associated with fine custom jewelry in Delaware for 4 generations. And Carl Dubé also offers appraisal, design, resizing, and repair services. Visit Carl Dubé on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for Diamonds, it's Dubé. And it's a Carl Dubé power play goal for the Blue Hens. And here it comes. Keller working the left point. Got this net front. Meckel with the tip to Mahoney. And the power play goal. At 7:30 in the second period. Has cut the Flyers' lead in half. So a power play goal. 7.5 minutes in the second period. Breaks any chance of Ronnie Petrucci having a shutout. Oh, Delaware goal! His first of the preseason. Scored by number 26, Tanner Mahoney. And by George, wouldn't you know it, there's another. Holy moly. And that looked like it was Mahoney again. Lightning in a bottle. Alexa, play Renegade. That's 2 for Mahoney. That's 2 for the Hens. And we're all knotted up. Correction on that, it was Tommy Tracy, the Mount Airy, Maryland native, getting the equalizer for Delaware. Delaware's first goal, assisted by number 11, Patrick Meckel, and number 5, Jack Keller. Time of the power play goal, 7 minutes and 30 seconds in the first period. So recapping, Mahoney from Meckel and Keller, a power play goal, at 7 minutes 30 seconds in the second period. Delaware's second goal, first of the preseason for number 28, Tommy Tracy. Assisted by number 38, Dominic Guido, and number 15, Luke Doshin. Time of the goal, 8 minutes, 27 seconds in the second period. Tracy's first of the preseason from Guido and Doshin at 8:27. Don't think anybody was expecting this game to be as chippy as it's turned out to be. But that's where we are. Goaltending change on the Philadelphia side of the ice. 29-18. Into the game, and same on the Delaware side. Now in goal for Philadelphia, number 35, Nick Giuliano. Now in goal for Delaware, number 30, Tyler Roselle. So goaltending changes on both sides of the red line. Petrucci with 15 saves on 17 shots. And Snellenberg with 12 saves on 14 shots in this preseason appearance. Roselle, native of Wake Forest, North Carolina, played for the Hershey Cubs of the USPHL in his junior days. Nick Giuliano, a familiar sight in Delaware as he was the backstop of the Delaware Ducks 18 AA team. But 2 seasons ago. No matter if you're a competitive athlete at the top of your game or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine has served as a sports medicine specialist for high school, collegiate, and professional athletes in Delaware for over 10 years, and his specialized training in the treatment and prevention of illness and injury can help you achieve new personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is the convenient and qualified choice for the whole family. DESportsmed.com to learn more. Glad to have Delaware Sports Medicine on our partner roster this season, and you too can join the roster. Opportunities are available to learn more. Email James at 412communications.com or MJR at 412communications.com. We'd love to have you on board for the 2023-24 Delaware Hockey Network season. Streaming live in high definition from now through March on the 412. Diaz, net front set up to Berg to no avail. Loose holds the zone. He ricochets the puck in front of his own bench. He tried to find Rodriguez, but intercepting that puck and clearing was Costabile. Here's a shot from Denise from the right dot. Batted down by Tyler Roselle. His first save in a Delaware sweater goes the way of Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Tracy. Up the left wing boards, Tracy stood up by the reaching stick of Denise. Berg recovers the puck in his own zone, brings it up the right wing boards, taken away at red again by the other 28. That's Johnny Lee, again the product of Salesianum. Rodriguez tries to set up a 2-on-2, stays with the puck, finds Tracy, but the backhand shot from close up was high over the crossbar into the far corner. Denise flips this puck out. It bounced off Rodriguez's stick. He couldn't hack it down cleanly, but Keller recovers at center. Gives it away to Basic. Bassett under forechecking pressure from Tommy Tracy. Familiar foes in their EHL days. Tracy won that battle. Louis Ruel works the puck to the right point. Fifth man on for Delaware is Chris Heitzhaus, rather. And the long clear from Denise sends Keller chasing back deep into his own zone. Ruel up the left wing boards. Hacked at by Ludwig. Gets the puck in front where waiting was Chance DeBolt. Another newcomer to this Delaware team. Sidoriak dropping to a knee. One-timer was blocked in traffic, intercepted by Bassett, and this is cleared out of play. .8:41 to go in the second period. All tied up at 2. Meckel and Walker take the draw, and thankfully Krista Walker's wrist shot is better than his tee shot. But that's a different story for a different day. Ludwig got pummeled trying to clear. Now the Flyers work out of their zone. I think Ludwig might have gotten away with one there, but we're a little bit off the blue line, so we'll cede to Messrs. Fannin and Kendall on that. Donor cross ice outlet feed to Mark. He flips the puck over the Philadelphia blue line, heads off for a change. And Delaware's fresh legs come barreling into the near half wall. Donor at the center of that scrum. Lost territory, but Guido protects at his own line. This volley returned by McClatchy, but off the far wall, Bassett dodges a Doshin check to try to regain some momentum for Philadelphia with just over 7 minutes to go in the second period of what's now a 2-2 deadlock. This puck goes into the Delaware bench area for a stoppage. And the Hens control the attacking zone off the draw. My, oh my! Tanner Mahoney does it again! The Hens go up 3-2. On the doorstep. Mahoney puts this one away from Guido. False start off the face-off. Will Fannin saying, Dominic, what are you doing? You know better than that. Tanner Mahoney making his presence felt early and often. Notching his second goal of the preseason and the period at 13:08. And for the Hens, that's the go-ahead goal. Delaware goal! His second of the preseason. Scored by number 26, Tanner Mahoney. Assisted by number 38, Dominic Guido. And number 15, Luke Doshin. Time of the goal, 13 minutes, 8 seconds in the second period. Mahoney's second from Guido and Doshin at 13:08. Play was offside. And now the Hens move back up ice with Jay Luce trying to set up Diaz just upon gaining the line. Diaz brings down a bouncing puck below the goal, leaves this high. Jack Keller throws one into a mess of traffic net front. It bounced off Giuliano's pads. Rodriguez couldn't put away the rebound on what was shot 21 for Delaware this morning turning afternoon. 5 minutes and change to go in the second period. Hens with their first lead of the game. It took them 33 minutes and 8 seconds to get there after Philadelphia drew first blood. Goals from Reed Ludwig and Johnny Lee in the first period. And then Tanner Mahoney catching lightning in a bottle here in the second, bookending Tommy Tracy in a span of, 5.5 minutes. Rodriguez drop past Jay Luce, high and wide off the snapshot from 35 feet. Keller holds. Tracy, top of the left circle. He flips the puck over the reaching glove of Costabile off the far corner boards where Diaz won the race to a clear puck. He leaves it to Donor center point. Hard shot from 35, bounced off Giuliano's pads to the near corner. Here's Rodriguez taking aim again, and Giuliano slams the door. 4:14 to go. In period number 2 from Fred Rust Arena, the Hens starting to get their mojo working here. As everybody's finding their groove a little bit more earnestly now in period number 2. The world's greatest production assistant, Josie Billett, stepping in on videography duty for the back half of today's preseason game, and we're absolutely delighted to have Josie on our team once again here in 2023-24. Doing any number of things behind the scenes, production assistant, videographer, technical director, whatever we need, she's there and she's awesome. Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill has begun for the Blue Hens as Riley Donor was ruled off for interference at the 16:15 mark, and a puck out of play gives us a break in the action. Delaware penalty assessed to number 18, Riley Donor. 2 minutes for interference. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 15 seconds in the second period. Donor 2 for interference at 16:15. Hens 3 for 3 so far on the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Momentum squarely in their favor up until that Donor penalty, as Henry was nearly stripped of the zone by Smith. Henry working the left point as we come to the antepenultimate minute of the second period. Takes aim from distance. Roselle bobbled the puck briefly, but comes up with the save. Here that is again. Puck rolled up to Henry at the left point. Just out of our picture now, you see him wind up from the top of the circle, and Roselle covers up for the stoppage with 3 minutes to go in the second period. As we just saw on the Delaware Sports Medicine replay. Another net front scrum. Puck is loose. Gould tried to clear it. It was Meckel hustling back to his aid, who ultimately did. And Henry's all alone in the Philadelphia zone to recover with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second period of this 3-2 hockey game. Philadelphia off to a hot start despite being outshot 13-9 in that first period, but this second has been all Blue Hens. Giuliano under forechecking pressure from Smith, nearly bobbled, flipping the puck free. Smith couldn't bring it down. Henry recovers, feeds this puck up to Costabile. Flip behind his back to Hussa. Burke walks it in up the right wing boards after Hussa couldn't bring it down cleanly. Burke absorbs a check from Gould. Below the Delaware goal in the near corner. To his aid comes Walker. Walker wearing 24 today instead of his usual number 10. As far as these Philadelphia players are concerned, a lot of different numbers compared to what we're used to seeing, so makes for challenging player identification right from the get-go. Walker, centering pass. Costabile got stick on puck but didn't have the angle. Follow-up shot from Henry from the corner was paddled away by Roselle. That did have the line it needed to be a shot on goal. We're down to the final 85. Doshin intercepts the centering pass from Walker. Here's a 3-on-2. Luke Doshin behind the back. Leaves this puck for Chance to Bolt, one of the 6 newcomers on this Delaware side. He couldn't maintain his momentum. Walker presses play back into the Philadelphia end, where recovering is Tanner Mahoney. He of 2 goals so far today. His breakout up the right wing board, stonewalled by Finley holding the zone for Philadelphia. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Physical play, a hallmark of the second period from both teams. Doshin, of course, not afraid to play the body as he puts pressure on A.J. Basic at the top of the zone, and that long wobbly shot's gloved down by Roselle for a pause with 47 seconds to go in the second. And Philadelphia having given up 3 unanswered goals, find themselves down 3-2 to the Delaware Blue Hens. Face off to Roselle's right, goes Delaware's way. Donor with the long clear. This will come back and icing with just under 40 seconds to go in the second. Roscoe failed to hold the point near side off the Philadelphia face-off win. This puck is cleared up the far wall and followed by Sidoriak, but traffic in front of the Delaware bench got in his way. It was Ian Finley who broke up his advance. Final 20 of the second period. Mahoney gives way to Roscoe. Long shot was wide. Guido's backhand into Finley's skates is subsequently cleared by Sidoriak. Race on for the loose puck. Luke Doshin, the Coloradan, got there just in time, but Denise pinched him to the corner away from the puck. And that will do it for the second period. The buzzer sounds, and the second is in the books. The score through 2 periods. Delaware Blue Hens 3, Philadelphia Little Flyers 2. We'll be back after the second intermission on the DHN here on the 412.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Gary Guy. Welcome back into Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg and airing live on the 412 all season long. 40 minutes in the books. The Delaware Blue Hens came back in that second period. 2 goals from Tanner Mahoney to make this a 3-2 hockey game. And here's the second of those goals from Tanner Mahoney. Off his backhand, off a centering pass to beat Nick Giuliano. That came from Guido in the corner. And that's the go-ahead goal for these Blue Hens, bringing them into a shortened third period with a 3-2 lead. Of course, the Delaware Hockey Network all season long, brought to you by our presenting partner, the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. 412 Communications. First State Ice Hockey, 1 state, 1 goal. Delaware Sports Medicine. Limestone Pension Associates. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning. And Carl Dubé Jewelers. Become a sponsor of the Delaware Hockey Network this season. Opportunities are available. To learn more, email mjr@412communications.com. Mo will get you set up to join our growing list of broadcast partners all season long. Brent Kendall drops the puck on this abbreviated third period from Fred Rust Arena, and off we go. With Delaware looking to pad their 3-2 lead, traveling left to right. James Witherite flying solo on the DHN airwaves. Here with you on this Saturday midday from Fred Rust Arena. Gould couldn't feed the puck cleanly to Keller. Forechecking pressure from Walker forced Keller to hurry up on what he was going to do in that far corner. Ultimately, the Hens do break free. Here comes Tommy Tracy. Walking in net front, throws the puck into the pads of Giuliano from close range. Mahoney splits defenders to maintain the rebound, tried to set up Tracy for a shot from the inside hash mark, but to no avail. Here's Keller, Tracy again. He's looking for his second. Net front feed, Mahoney couldn't get stick on puck cleanly. He was outmanned by Henry in the low slot. This held in by Keller after Walker tried to clear for the Flyers. He heads off for a change. Gould, shot blocked by Rodriguez. Friendly fire in close toward Nick Giuliano's office. In the second period, Giuliano facing 6 shots. Turned aside 5. Mark clears. Finley bats the puck down. Meckel throws a shoulder at him just above the blue line, and that slows up his progress. Here comes Gould back the other way. He gains center. Puck batted by Reichel in over the line. Ethan Ranger's shot was tipped high and away. There's Ranger again from the near half wall. That off the back glass. Loose puck high in the zone, corralled by Johnny Lee. He's pressured by Meckel, forced to take a couple steps backward. And now Burke clears up the right wing boards. Long shot ultimately, batted down by Roselle. That will count as a shot on goal. It met all the criteria for one. And it stays a 3-2 hockey game. Meckel tries to dipsy-doodle his way in from the near half wall, but lost the puck. Ranger offering support. Now gets it back from Reichel coming from the corner. Stepping up with a shot early was blocked off the boot of A.J. Bassich, and we've got a whistle on the play with 7:35 to go in the third period. A hand pass ruled by referee, the Nova Scotian, Brent Kendall. This will stay in the Philadelphia zone as the Little Flyers were the guilty parties. Does the early bird get the worm on this draw? A meeting of the eights. Trevor Early and Reed Ludwig on the face-off. Ludwig pursues but can't come down with the puck. Basic tries to carry him at free. Jay Luce losing his footing. Holds the left point for Delaware. To his aid comes Early. Ludwig lost his stick trying to battle for the puck, and is Will Fannin going to get Early for a butt end here? He might. It looked like a butt end from here, and Will Fannin's going to go have a talk with Todd Mittelmeyer. And yes, Early's going to be shown the gate. It had all the we're going to stay 5-on-5. He's just been given the gate, and the manpower is not going to change. So Early's been sent to the shower early, but that's the long and short of it. No time on the penalty clock, no change in manpower. Possibly in the interest of this being a preseason game, they're going to avoid the major. But whatever the case might be, Trevor Early's day is done. Some clutching and grabbing between Gluck and Berg as they fought for the puck near side play. Ultimately, going Delaware's way up the far wall, gets them back into attacking position. Berg Heithaus with a shot from just inside the right dot, glances off Giuliano's pads, and this one whistled dead with 6 minutes to go in the third period. As Giuliano comes up with another stop. DeBolt in for the draw, far side for Delaware. One of the half dozen newcomers to this team. One of them making his presence felt in a big way. And that's Tanner Mahoney. With 2 goals. Just over 5 minutes to go in the third period. Delaware with a 3-2 lead. Will be on the road tomorrow as the Blue Hens preseason schedule continues against the Philadelphia Hockey Club. 2:30 airtime from Hollydale. And then a week Sunday, the Hens are back on home ice for their third and final preseason game. That will be against the New Jersey Titans of the NA3HL. Game time 6:30. Get here if you can. But if not, we'll have all the action for you right here on the DHN. Tommy Tracy, the Marylander, wins the faceoff for the Hens, but coming down with the puck just as quickly was Henry. Tracy held the point. Mahoney looking for the hat trick. Circles the net, tries to set one up on a tee for Rodriguez off his backhand, but can't. Mahoney brings it back down. Skating through traffic, Aiden Denise steals the puck from him, wrists it out of harm's way, but Jay Luce has time and space, the grad student from Philadelphia, just above his own line, to turn play back in to the Philadelphia zone. High pass lofted to Denise. Hard shot comes in from Finley trailing the play. That one blocked down and away by Roselle. Here come the Hens the other way. Berg with a snapper off Giuliano's pads, off what was a beautiful cross-ice setup from Tracy. Andrew Henry left that back to Finley. Denise tries to launch a stretch pass through the neutral zone, but it evades the reach of Johnny Lee. And Straubinger brings the puck back down behind his own goal before building up momentum up the left dots to escape his own zone. Centering feed in the neutral zone to Ranger. Meckel off the drop pass with a shot from 35 wobbled wide. Straubinger got tied up with Gluck. Looked like they just got caught in each other's skates in that race for a loose puck in the neutral zone. They're both back up on their feet. Straubinger under two-ply forechecking pressure gets this away to Ranger. Cross-ice feed to Reichel. Shot from just above the right dot, sailed wide. We're down to the final 3 minutes and 10 seconds of this abbreviated third period in this first of 3 Delaware Men's Division I preseason games. The Delaware Men's Division II team opens their regular season on Friday as they host North Carolina. Game time 6:15 will be on the air here on the DHN starting at the 6 o'clock hour. That's the first of a 2-game set for them that weekend, as they also will host Georgetown on Sunday. Airtime 3, game time 3:15. Full schedule available online at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com, and be sure to follow us on all of our social channels, Facebook, Twitter /X, whatever you call it now, and Instagram, all at DE Hockey Network. And be sure to follow 412 Communications. The 412, of course, a product of 412 Communications via those same networks at 412 Comms. This is Colbert. Net front feed into the skates of Keller. Keller takes a wicked cross-check in the back from Hussa battling for net front position, pops back up. Puck ends up at the far wall where Nick Hussa's there in front of the Delaware bench. Ranger puts bodily pressure on him. Colbert throws one in from the corner. This covered and held by Roselle for a break in the action with 109 seconds to go. Our associate executive producer is Molly Jo Rosen. Our assistant producer, Broadway Joe Sindoni. Our videographers today, Sydney Butler and Josie Bellett. Thanks to the entire crew here on the Delaware Hockey Network, as we are absolutely delighted to get the 2023-24 season underway. All these folks make it an absolute pleasure to come to work every weekend for the next 7 months. Of course, Kyle and Taylor here on site at Fred Rust Arena, and the rest of the crew. Joe, Abito, Fernando, Alfred, everybody behind the scenes here at Fred Rust Arena that make it all possible day in, day out. Colbert's shot was blocked. Infanger pickpocketed by Colbert, but he's outmanned. Colbert is anyway in the near corner. He threw the puck toward the goal mouth, intercepted by Luce. He gets to center, bats it lazily up the far boards to Smith, who's taken down by what looked like a high hit from Burke. Henry back the other direction. Finds Walker. Walker surrounded by white sweaters high in the zone, checked off the puck. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. And here we go again. both Denise and Hussa are going to sit down. Coming at 9:03 in the third period, and we'll see what's what. What we can tell you is the Delaware Blue Hens are on a Carl Dubé power play for the second time today. 1 for 1 in that department. And it was a cross check on Nick Hussa that gave the Hens this power play. Philadelphia penalty assessed to number 22, Nick Hussa. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty, 9 minutes, 3 seconds in the third period. Hussa, 2 for cross-checking at 9:03. Philadelphia penalty, number 11, Aiden Denise, a 10-minute misconduct, also coming at 9:03 in the third. Hussa, Denise, 10-minute misconduct at 9:03. So we're down to the final 15 seconds of the game. Rodriguez and Henry get tied up behind the cage. The physical play continues well after the puck is gone. Lee can't clear. Berg holds the point. Final seconds tick away. And that, friends, will do it. The Delaware Blue Hens are victorious in their first preseason matchup of the year, beating the Philadelphia Little Flyers by a tally of 3-2. The final score, your Delaware Blue Hens 3, Philadelphia Little Flyers 2. It's time for the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. Today's third star for Philadelphia with 2 assists, number 6, Ryan Roscoe. Today's second star from Delaware with 2 assists, number 38, Dominic Guido. And the number 1 star of the game with 2 goals for Delaware, number 26, Tanner Mahoney. So, friends, that will do it. From Fred Rust Arena, as Tanner Mahoney gives the Blue Hens 2 of their 3 goals today. And 1 between from Tommy Tracy, making this a 3-2 Delaware win. For the whole crew, Molly Jo Rosen, Josie Billett, Sydney Butler, Joe Sindoni, this is James Witherite thanking you for your company today. The final score, Delaware Blue Hens 3, Philadelphia Little Flyers 2. We'll be back tomorrow from Hollydale Ice Arena for the Blue Hens' second of 3 preseason games. Airtime 2:30, game time 2:45 as the Hens take on the Philadelphia Hockey Club. Thanks for your company. Good night to you all. We'll see you again tomorrow from the Garden State.